Hi everybody, thanks for clicking on my video. Tonight I'm doing a gear review on the Osprey Stratos 24 rucksack. Let's get to it. I've had this rucksack about a year and a half now. It is my hiking and backpacking rucksack that I use for day hikes or just to walk around if I go out with the family and whatever. So I was going to go through the rucksack and give you all the ins and outs of it and what you need to know. Right, first we'll start at the front. I have to excuse the patch. That's what it is. I have a UK hiking patch which sticks on there, but I'm just taking it off for the now just to show you about the rucksack. So the very front has a very small pocket there, just about get your fingers in. That's ideal to keep your soya filter possibly, or first aid kits, maybe your mobile phone, maybe a pair of waterproof trousers, you can get them wrapped up enough, some gaiters possibly. So it's a very handy little pocket just to have at the top. I kind of keep my first aid in there and sunglasses or anything like that. If any emergency things that I desperately need, that's what I seem to put in there. So that's the front pocket. Inside, as you can see, there is a green back, and the green back there is where you put the water bladder. So I've got I think it's a 2.5 litre Osprey water bladder which I use to go in here, and that connects with this clip there, if you can see that, and then you just hook your bladder in there and it clips up there, right there, as so. So the inside of this bag is fairly deep, loads of room in it, you can see there. You can fit loads of stuff in there. You could possibly use it for a wild camp. You'd have to take the bare minimum, but I think you could probably get a lanshan in there, a sleeping bag and a cook set. I think you could possibly get away with just using that for that, but that's just me wishful thinking. But so that's the bit of it there. So at the top you have a mesh pocket which I keep my hydrated meals in there when I go out for day hikes, and my cook set goes in there as well, my cup, which is spot on for that. Keeps it nice and air dry. If you wanted to dry anything in there, possibly just leave it out like that and it will dry. And inside you've got I think they're called like a wallet holder or a phone holder, whichever you want to clip it in, or your keys. You clip them on there and that will stay safely in your bag. So I'll just lift that one back up. So on the side here you've got a elastication there for your walking poles, and they can sit in them loops just there. And then at the top here you've got, just unclip it, you've got some straps there to tighten the bag and make it more secure. If your bag is sticking out a bit bulky and you don't want things bouncing around, you just tighten on them ones, and you've got another one on this side as well. And then at the bottom you've got exactly the same. Them doesn't unclip, so you can either stick sleeping bag or anything, a roll mat, in that mesh pocket there, and you can then tighten it up with this because it doesn't move. At the bottom there is some more walking pole loops, so you can have your walking poles on this side if you wanted to. And on the other side there's a mesh pocket again, which is fairly deep, if you can see, and that again has got an adjuster there, so you can strap your bottle so your bottle ain't going to wiggle out or move. Unlike my Exos, it's not got access to the back. You have to just take your bottle out the side there, so there's no access to the back there. So that's the front. To show you the bottom here, there's 2 clips there, which if you wanted to, you could put a roll mat there. This slides all the way out. So you put a roll mat or a sleeping bag and strap it to the back there. So you've got them 2 straps, and that one's exactly the same as well. And then here, under this zip at the bottom, is your rain cover for your bag. And that fits perfectly over there. And it baffles me. I've got the Exos 48 and it doesn't come with a rain cover. Now this Osprey 24, Stratos 24 does. And it baffles me. You think every one of them would come with a rain cover. So I end up paying extra for a rain cover from the Exos because it's smaller, a bigger rucksack than this one. So the rain cover goes in there. And if you didn't want your rain cover in there, you've got a fairly deep pocket again to put wherever you want to. That's, to be fair, that is very, very deep. So you could possibly put this at the very top and use a lot more room in that bottom pocket. So going through the rucksack, it's 1.1 kilograms in weight, which again is very, very light, and it's spot on for a day bag. It really is spot on. Obviously I've got my 48, which I use for wild camping. This is just perfect for hiking. I can even get the things in for the children as well, if there's any raincoats or anything like that for them. I have took this out before with those. I even used it on the Malvern end to end, which I did with Richard Linus. So comfy. It just moulds to your back. It really does. So speaking of the back, I'll show you that now. So on the back, you can see by the frame, it's got the airflow frame back, and let's get my hand back out. At the bottom, it's got the adjustable straps for your hip belt, and that just tightens up with these here. So you can have it any size you need, depending what type of season it is and what size you are. On the inside of it, on the pockets here, you've got hip belt pockets, which again, my Exos 48, because I've got the tunnel green, hasn't got hip pockets, so I have to use a little pouch which I brought from Poundland, which is a camera pouch, and that just slides over there, and I just keep all my batteries in and things like that. But in here, I've got some tissues from last time. So yeah, so you got the hip pocket there, which again is a fairly decent size hip pocket, and on the other side as well. And open it up. Oh, hand sanitizer. You can see when I went and done that then. So that's another decent size hip pocket as well, which I think is just a massive fault on that Osprey tunnel green I've got, that Exos. It's such a downfall on it, but the bag itself is comfy. I love the bag, I love the colour, it's different. Everyone's usually got the grey and the orange, or the grey and the green. I just thought, you know what, I'm going to have the green one, and I absolutely love it, love the colour of it. Obviously I did rip my other one, which you've seen in the previous video when I did with the cows on Hadrian's Wall. But I've sold that one and ordered me a new one since, so I've got a brand spanking new Exos 48 tunnel green to use. Going on to the straps, we've got again place there for your walking poles, and again you can adjust the top and have it as close or as far away from your body as possible. I like mine close because if you're carrying a lot of gear, it's always bouncing, your back it's just putting pressure on your back all the time. So I always have my straps close to me, so I've got the rucksack close to my back, so it feels like I'm not carrying anything. So you've got one on both sides there, which are adjustable, and then you've also got a loop there, which I think every rucksack has, and you can just hang that up on a tree or on a fence or anywhere to keep it off the floor if it's soaking. Tie a bit of paracord to a tree and just balance it on there. You know, it just keeps it off the floor. So that's a handy little thing there. And the bottom there again is adjustable. You can have that as tight as you want or as loose as you want. And then you've got the cross strap there, which goes across your chest. And again, that's got a little whistle on as well. There's a little help. And on this one, I've just got a magnet for my Osprey ladder, which I use to keep the pipe on there, so it's not flapping around. And that's it really. It's your standard Osprey bag. It's, like I say, it's a 24 litre, and for me it's got everything I need. It's got the pockets that I need, say the big pocket at the bottom. To be fair, I've only just realised it's that big, which I could probably start using in future and fill it with a lot more stuff. And I could leave my waterproof then just in this little top zip pocket, a small one. So, like I say, it's got a place there for your walking poles to connect there. You can connect your walking poles here. So it's just really, really comfy. I used it on the Malvern end to end, and it was a scorching hot day. If you look through my previous videos, it's on there. It was a scorching hot day, and my back was damp, obviously, because I was sweating. But if it wasn't for this airflow, which you can see there, you'd sweat loads. You really would. Another thing as well with your bladder, just quickly show you. There's a hole there for your tube to pop through. So when you're on the go, you've got your water bladder, you can drink on the go. So you don't have to keep stopping and taking the bottle of water out your bag, taking your bag off, putting your bag back on. So you've got one that side, and you've also got one that side as well. So depending which way you are, I'm right-handed, so I'd use my right-hand side. But yeah, I think it's a great little bag. I think this bag's discontinued now. I've not seen many around. I even just had a look online, and I can't see this style really anywhere. So it might be just an older style, but again, as you see from my previous videos, it was in my bargain basket, and I got that from Facebook, and I think I paid 25 quid for it, and the woman had only used it once. So I've just looked online, 120 quid I think, something like that. I wouldn't hold me to it, but the place I've just looked at was 120 quid, but they could vary in prices depending where you get them from. So I think if you're looking for a day hike bag, or just a general everyday hiking bag, if you just want to go out and get the hour exercise and you want to try a rucksack out, definitely recommend this one. Again, I don't get any money back from Osprey. I don't get any freebies or nothing like that. I don't get any offers off them. I'm just literally showing my gear again of what I've got for you to look at. And again, like I said in my old video, you don't need to keep going to the Go Outdoors and the Ultimate Outdoors and Blacks and Millets. You can just go on Facebook, Schrock, Gumtree, and you'll always grab a nice bag. This rucksack again, it's done me proud, and I will use it until its last legs. It's perfect for what I need. It's just the right size. The size of this one as well is a medium to large, if you can see that. And like I said on my Osprey Exos, check the guide before you buy your rucksack. It does give you a guide that you have to measure yourself from the bottom of your neck to the base of your back, so just the top of your bum. And that will give you then the size of the rucksack that you will need. This one's spot on for me as a medium to large. It's perfect and it's everything I need. So I just want to say thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to. Again, I appreciate everyone commenting and everything else. I do comment to every single comment that gets back. I do reply to them. It's just overwhelming how I've gone from March last year to just doing a little video to now. I know I say it every time, but I do appreciate every single one of you that comment and watch my videos. It's just brilliant. So I'm going to say goodbye now. Thanks again for watching. And Adam T Outdoors saying see you later.